This slice of cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory is 1,000 calories and 12 grams of protein. It's also fucking delicious, but you cannot have this every single day if you're in a fat loss phase trying to lose fat. If you want a low calorie, high protein cheesecake recipe that you can enjoy regularly, this video is for you. This high protein, low calorie cheesecake has 145 calories and 20 grams of protein per slice, and it makes 6 slices. So the whole thing, the whole cheesecake is 870 calories and 120 grams of protein. The whole cheesecake is still less calories than one slice from the Cheesecake Factory. Of course, the one slice from the factory tastes way better, but you can't eat that every day. I changed a few things that I found from Josh Cordes' website on this recipe, so shout out to him for the inspiration for this recipe. Let's hop into the ingredients and then the directions to make this happen for you. And if you find this video helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more videos to help you lose fat, build muscle, and increase your confidence. Now to go over what's actually in the cheesecake, the ingredients. First up, the crust is gonna be 17 grams of both vanilla whey protein powder and vanilla casein protein powder. I did that reverse, this is the casein. But you need both because the casein forms differently when mixed with water than the whey. So you need it, and it's gonna be better for the crust. If you want to use what I'm using Legion. I work with them. My code is TEDSHREDS to save you 20% off your first order. Next up is 13 grams of cornstarch, 1 gram of baking powder, 27 grams of oat flour, and then 113 grams of unsweetened applesauce. This is Mott's, no sugar added applesauce. Now for the ingredients for the filling, you're gonna want 681 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Here we have Chobani, 200 grams of egg whites, 5 to 10 grams of Splenda or stevia, and then 1 whole packet of sugar-free Jello mix. Now, you might not be able to find the cheesecake flavored sugar-free Jello pudding mix, but you're definitely gonna have your vanilla sugar-free Jello pudding mix at your local Walmart. If you get lucky and find the cheesecake, amazing, but it still tastes great with just the vanilla. We have fat-free ready whipped cream and then frozen strawberries. I love a plain cheesecake. I hate adding strawberries to my cheesecake, but I'll show you how to do that if you do like that. Now that you have a complete list of all the ingredients, let's hop into how to make this thing. Now for the cooking directions, first things first, you're gonna need a 9-inch spring pan. Don't worry, your local grocery store or Walmart will have them and they're cheap. And first we're gonna start with making the crust. Before you even start making the crust, go set your oven to bake at 350 degrees. So grab a bowl and then start adding your dry ingredients. So you're gonna add 17 grams of the vanilla whey protein powder, then 17 grams of the vanilla casein protein powder. Next you'll add 13 grams of cornstarch, 27 grams of oat flour, 1 gram of baking powder. Then you're gonna mix that all up. And then once that's mixed, you're gonna add in 113 grams of unsweetened applesauce. Once that's all mixed up, spray your pan with whatever you'll be using. I'm gonna be using Pam. And then you're gonna spread the crust into the bottom of your pan with your wet fingers. So once your crust is all spread, you're gonna put that into the oven at 350 degrees for 5 to 10 minutes. You'll know it's done when the top of the crust, when you peek in, is not wet anymore, or it looks not wet anymore. Now, while that's in the oven, grab a big ass bowl and we're gonna start prepping the filling. You're gonna add 681 grams of plain non-fat Greek yogurt, then 200 grams of egg whites, 5 to 10 grams of Splenda or stevia, and then that whole packet of whatever you got, either the vanilla or the cheesecake sugar-free Jello pudding mix. You're gonna mix all of that together, and then once your crust is done, you're gonna add that into your crust, and you're gonna make sure to spread that just as even as you spread the crust. You don't want this to be uneven at all because you do want it to cook properly. Now, you don't have to turn off the oven because you're gonna be baking it once again at 350 degrees, this time for around 30 minutes. Once it's been 30 minutes, take it out of the oven, place it on the counter, and you're gonna let it cool for around 1 hour. That should be good enough. It's until you can touch it with your bare hands and not get burnt. After that, you'll put it in the fridge for at least 3 hours. And then once you're ready to eat this, you'll take it out of the fridge, and start prepping your topping if you're gonna do that, since I hate that. I don't eat it like that. Now, I said these slices are 145 calories and 20 grams of protein, and that's true, but the serving size is really whatever you want it to be, right? You don't have to make your slices as big as I'm doing, but if I'm having dessert, I like to have a big ass portion, so I'm cutting the whole cheesecake into 6 slices. Also, these calories and protein, they do not include the fat-free Ready Whip or the strawberries for one big reason. We're using minimum amounts of each, and they're both already super low calorie foods, and I don't like setting the example of tracking shit like that. However, if you want to do that because you're being super meticulous with your calories and protein, or just your tracking in general right now, that's completely cool. I support that. Here are some clips of the final cheesecake all done, making it try to look aesthetic of me eating it or just showing it. But if this video was helpful and you think you're gonna try this out, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below letting me know that you're gonna try this, and check out the playlist that's on screen now for more high protein, low calorie recipes and full days of eating for inspiration. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. It doesn't taste too different from the Cheesecake Factory. Just way less sugar, and you can tell.